So I came across my Roomba and it was super dead, which I thought it said that it would automatically go back to its charging station when it died, but maybe not. I did pick it up and move it, so maybe that's what's wrong. I asked it to start here. Despite how terrible this still looks, I think it did a pretty decent job. There's been dust came up from the basement, and then I've tracked some of it and gotten it wet. So you can see some actual good that it did there. It didn't get all the way under there, but I don't unfortunately think it goes too far under things. I hope no one's house is ever this dirty, but I wish mine wasn't. But so it seems like it's mostly working, but there's some of its tracks, and I feel like it'll pick it up better. I feel like it went over this twice. It did get a little bit there, which is really close to the stair railing. So I mean, I'm not dissatisfied with it. I feel like hopefully we'll know a little bit more in time and be able to give you a better review and get more of the floor done. But the whole, it just died right there and it said, "Help, come get me." Also feels like every time I leave the room, something weird happens. It did clean a little bit under these stools. Not enough that it's actually like done or anything. So we'll see. But hopefully my floor won't have just like a very super fine coat of dirt on it all the time, but maybe. Oh, now it looks really dead. All right, this time it figured it out. It said, hey, I need to go back to my charging station, and I didn't pick it up, so it is at the charging station. And I would show you the floor, which I think is much better, and it also has a resume job now. So let's see if this looks any better or not. It's kind of dark, so it's hard to tell, but it looks really better except for that line right there, which is sort of to be expected because you can't get all the perimeters, as no one sadly can. So I will eventually be doing all of these by hand on my to-do list. So I'll be resuming this as soon as it gets it back in. It did figure out how to get over the tassels. It did sort of leave them messed up, but there we go. Fixed them, just like that. So I didn't think about it, but the Roomba unplugged itself while I was out vacuuming, so I had to rescue it and put it back in. Yeah, that didn't exactly work out too well. I guess I have to find somewhere else to dock it. So it's been probably about 3 weeks since I've had the Roomba, and I've finally come to love it. It's taken me a long time to get there. I feel like there's a lot of drawbacks / things I didn't know about the Roomba that I was sort of had higher expectations for that it didn't really meet, but once I got to realize that I don't have to vacuum very much, I was pretty thrilled about it. So that's been really life-changing, and it's given me a different relationship with my house. So that's good. I'm pulling up the iRobot app so you can check it out. There it is. Oh, see how happy we are? We're probably not very happy, but we'll do that later. And the Roomba is currently stuck. It's found a cliff. Cliffs, I kind of have to just laugh at / it gets stuck a lot. I mean, not like terrible, but oh, I can show you an exact graph of that. How often it gets stuck versus doesn't get stuck. So, well, that doesn't look as bad as I thought it did. Okay. In all the amounts of times it gets stuck. So, I mean, it's successfully completed a few jobs here and there. But yeah, it needs my help. One thing I was hoping I could do is just like hit the go button and leave the house and be like, oh, my house is all vacuumed when I get back. That is not really true. As long as you're sort of nearby to help the Roomba and unstick it from cliffs or electrical cords or transitions or Christmas tree bottoms or cloth that it loves to eat cloth. There's sort of like a getting to know you period with the Roomba of, does it like this? Is it going to eat this? Is it going to bump into it? And I thought the 3 is not the intelligent one that senses objects and does not run into them. So I don't have a pet, but if I did and it, made a mess in the house, this Roomba would smear the mess everywhere on the house. So yeah, be careful if you have pets, do that. So I don't know. It's not terrible. it is great to not have to vacuum the house. I am incredibly thrilled about that. But I do usually run it 2 or 3 times before I'm satisfied with its job. So I've run it, I think 2 times up here, and it does a great job. So there's its freshly vacuumed carpet lines, so it does a decent job. Picks most things up. Corners are definitely a downfall. I would love some help in the corners. I'll have to go. Let me go show you. So this is where I was hoping there'd be a lot more things sucked up from the corners than there are. But I mean, I kind of understand. I can't get this with a normal vacuum either, but I would love something to help me with my corners. So positive if I'll be switching to the 7 or the 9, if they'll do that much better. I've heard the 9 does a lot better with corners, so if that's what it takes, I want to say it's like $500 more to get that. I'm not sure if I'm willing to spend that much more on a Roomba, but I am pretty happy. We strangely have flies that keep dying. There's 2 of them, yeah, right there on the window. I'm not sure why, but they'll come in and then they'll die in the middle of the floor, so the Roomba picks those up really nicely. That's good. Oh, there's some right now. Not sure if that one died recently or it was just too close to the wall to get sucked up. That one was too close to the wall. I both understand and I'm still like, please pick them up. I guess this is sort of a would I buy this Roomba again question. Probably. I would recommend it to a friend, but I would give them all these sort of warnings I'm handing out. And I'm not sure. I feel like I need to maybe experiment with one of the higher models. I don't know for sure if that'll make all the difference or not, but for now, I'm fairly happy with the Roomba, and we've gotten along. I just needed to learn and understand its language, which is, I don't know, a learning curve for human sort of thing. But hey, all in all, I'm very glad to not have to obsessively vacuum and clean the floors as much as I have been, because it was crazy. And yeah, pretty much every week or every 3 days, the hardwood floors or just things that have laminate on them or just floors that don't have carpet, the dirt just adds up so horrifically fast. So yay Roombas for getting most of it. I appreciate that. And until next time, or until I buy another Roomba, sayonara. And here's the iRobot 3 Plus. Thanks for watching. Bye!